Hello guys, welcome back. How's the day going? I hope it's great. Today we continue playing Dark Souls 3 and probably finishing it. So, I checked, I confirmed that I do not have DLC, neither I can't really obtain it right now. I thought about buying it, but the thing is, I literally cannot put money on Steam right now. And I don't see any other way. So I think we are gonna defeat the boss who I spent most of the last stream on today. And the last boss, and it's probably gonna be it. Not sure how long that's gonna take, but I also don't have a lot of time today, so we'll see. If it takes like 2 hours, I think we are just gonna end there. As in old times when I made 2-hour streams. So yeah. Unless it takes even less, then I don't know, I can just talk about the bosses, you know, the tier list I made by the end of the second game. If we have time for it, I will probably finish it, put in there all the bosses from Dark Souls 3, and talking about them for a bit. So, this boss. Last time I managed to kind of find a strategy how to fight it, but I'm not sure if it will still work, if my knowledge is still here. It's not a hard first phase. No, I remember why I hate it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't lock on it even. What the hell? Is it worth attacking legs, or should I just move towards the head each time? Okay. How wide is this room? No. My depth perception is so bad. I was so sure I hit that. Yeah. You saw that without targeting, it didn't work, but if it would've. Hey, hello, you didn't miss anything, basically. I literally just started. This is the first attempt. You probably only missed the very beginning when I said I confirmed that I do not have DLC and I cannot buy it right now. And my friend can't either. Like, we are living in the same country, we have the same issue, we cannot put money on Steam right now. So, I guess we'll have to leave DLC for later, or just not play it at all. No, don't hit me. Don't have classes today at all, but I have to go to the doctor. Oh, I see. Hopefully I will deal with this boss faster than you'll have to go to the doctor. Or maybe not. No, how that happened. Okay, it seems that I still have the knowledge about the boss, and hopefully I'll get to the second phase consistently enough. Maybe we could come back to game after all this is over for DLC, maybe? I'm not sure if can I like upload my saves to cloud so I don't have to keep the game on my PC or replaying the game again? If so, yeah, sure, one day. No. No, I'm dead. Oh, this is so tough. Yeah, I don't remember any of these attacks at all. Could copy the save file. Does it work like that? Is that literally just one file? I can do that. So for now, the only thing I'm left to do is... well, actually two things. Beat this boss and beat the last boss, right? Everything else is already dead. I checked the wiki for bosses, and I'm pretty sure there are just a few optional ones, a lot less than Dark Souls 2. No, oh, still missed. And it seems that I found most of them. I just didn't recognize one, but I think I just forgot about it. No, roll. That was risky. Should have done that. Okay, okay. I mean, even so, although I can deal with first phase, like, consistent enough, it's still not a good thing that I have to do this every time. But it's definitely a lot better now. Oh, you can breathe fire. 6 flasks, that actually should be enough. I just do a lot of mistakes. We use a hack to teleport to DLC and get back your stuff. Yeah, whichever will work. I may use it. You're ready for the lore video after finishing that? Yeah, I think I am. No. No, I actually didn't lose that much HP. Why did I? Oh god. Oh, you're not extending that? Okay, this is dumb. I see some patterns, how it attacks, but like these attacks that a lot more delayed are throwing me off. I don't understand. Sometimes its attacks are like this. You think it's gonna last like 1 more second and then he attacks immediately. But then some attacks are actually gonna last 1 more second. No. Okay, I can kinda survive it. That wasn't... Oh god. No, I still don't get it. He seemed to give me enough time for attack after each of his. But this time, he hit me like 3 times. I don't know. So, you giant bird. Here we go again. Oh, actually, No, I'm... You moved! What the heck? Actually, its whole body takes the same amount of damage. It's... Is that only... On the legs are... Oh god, that's... The opportunity. Only its legs take less damage. Okay, stop stalling, man. Oh god. No. How did that hit me? There is no way. Oh, I really should. I don't... Why? What? That is not how it works. My depth perception really needs some work. Yeah, I can kinda safely attack its neck. It barely even moves me. Okay. I cannot do that. I'm dead. No, don't. It's so precise, the timing. Did I hit? Yeah, this is my consistency. What am I supposed to do with this? What's going on? Camera, stop. Why this happens? I don't know. I really do not understand. What? Problem is, I need to like keep thinking about the second phase, but if I do that, I don't keep all the tricks for the first phase in mind, and yeah, I lose. I mean, if I get lucky with attacks, it's actually really easy to get through the first phase. If it doesn't like fly, doesn't do this, you don't even need to care about first phase. Although I still don't understand how to stagger this thing. If I can realize how to do that without sacrificing like my damage, it would be it will be so great, because I don't know, I can deal like 30%. Oh, like, yeah, of course you moved after me. 30% of its HP when it's staggered. I rolled. What do you mean? That bird, man. My prediction, this thing alone will take me, I don't know, this whole stream. This is actually the hardest boss of the game. I don't know. Without this boss, Pontiff is totally the hardest one. But I don't know. But they have a thing in common with Pontiff. They both have unusual attack patterns. So they make you learn from the scratch. You can't use your previous knowledge because it doesn't work here. Basically. Don't fly. Of course. Oh no, you just... What? Aren't you jumping usually? Why you decided to fly? I don't know. I was found that if attacks are predictable, it's more enjoyable to play. There is a beauty in first try in a certain boss. Especially when it's like fast-paced and seems hard, but you still first try it. Because you can predict the attacks by how they look like. Well, I think I get hit. On the other hand, when boss is unpredictable, it's a lot harder. Can I kill it? Can I land 5th hit? I don't have enough stamina. Let's just hit the legs. DLC has 3 boss harder than this. Oh. Not too bad, I can't play. Although if they're like the same, it's... I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to make boss intuitive and yet hard, you know, challenging. And also the hardest boss in the Soul series, maybe besides the final Bloodborne DLC boss. Oh, I see. But I rolled. Oh, this pisses me off. Why? Can you not do that? Can you not? The attack just cuts me in half, and my HP as well. Like, I make a mistake because I don't understand the timing, and yeah, I'm forced to do the first phase again. Great. No. How do people who play with daggers fight against this? Is it literally a lot harder? Since you have to target, because your range is nothing, basically. Oh, it will hit me. It won't! What the heck? It was supposed to. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, my running attack is the kind of most consistent one, because it is a vertical attack and it reaches the neck more often than not. Don't fly, no, don't you dare. It's a final DLC boss is harder than Manos. Manos is not that hard though. I mean, he took a lot of time, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, it took me like hour and a half, but I could have beaten Manos in 30 minutes. And yeah, Manos is kind of hard, but not near the hardest ones I've seen so far, I mean. So it depends, a lot of bosses are harder than Manos. Manos is also like annoying hard. More than just hard, actual hard. No. Okay, don't be greedy. Why are you not rolling? I pressed twice spacebar. I had time to press it twice and he didn't roll once. There is no way I did it too late. No way. Did he stun me or something? I'm not sure who is the hardest one for now. Well, it was Manos in the first game. I really need a list of bosses. Oh yeah, there was a Fume Knight. There was Point, there was this guy. All of them are harder than Manos, in my opinion. Can I hide behind this? Yeah, okay, of course I can. Great. No, Richard, thank you. Do I think I finished the game today? It depends on how hard the last boss is. I think I will. If I will struggle with this boss like a lot more than few hours, I'll just drop it. The thing is, it's not a bad boss even considering all the flaws. It's not like it is bad, it's not terrible. And I do want to beat it. But I'm not like, you know, enjoying the fight that much. So it's okay a few times, but when you do it repeatedly again and again and again, it takes a lot of time. It might be a bit boring, you know. Could I attack twice there? Yeah, probably could. I rolled. What is that? Roll! What the heck? No, I literally cannot roll there. It's impossible. So I think that double swing, unless you roll away from the first one, it just kills you. It seems so, at least. Because it's like the third time it happens, just today. I cannot roll away from it. I get hit once and I spam or I press the spacebar at the same time I need it. The exact time I need it. But yet, it doesn't work. How did I... I would like if the first phase had like 50% of this amount of HP. Current one is just too much. I don't know, didn't I... I think I just got unlucky because it decided to turn where I was. If I didn't, I won't get hit. Because I started running really early. Before attack even happened. Still don't know how this attack works. I seem to roll at completely different times, and it always works. Unless I don't roll at all, it damages me. At least I found a way to run away from that attack. If there would be no way, or no way for me, like no possible ways, I won't be playing it right now. Come on, don't waste my time, don't waste your time as well. We all know the border is gonna fall, sooner or later. How that hit me? Oh, because you again turned to me. Great. Oh, okay, great. Final boss is your favorite boss in the Soul series, probably? Also love Artorias and some of DLC boss in Dark Souls 3. Last boss of this game. Oh, I hope I like it too. I don't see anything. Don't center my camera. Why? This is... He has two attacks that look similar. This one is fully delayed and another one is charged that he attacks faster. How am I supposed to know which one is which? Oh, great. I can't heal. Okay. Oh god, I got lucky. Look, he didn't give me enough time to attack. Oh, it almost hit me. No, why do you have delayed attack like this? What's the point? Oh, you missed. And that's not a part of the combo. What the heck? I hate delayed attacks. I see attack, my brain panics. It says to me, roll away, and then it doesn't work. What's going on? I'm afraid. Oh, great. How was I supposed to know this attack exists? How did I know that? How was I supposed to know that I need to roll? Yeah, can you just... Is that the second phase of the second phase? Did he really infuse his weapon as I thought? He did. Ah, great! It's even better! Who would have thought? It's such a great idea. You know, so you not only you need to fight a hard boss after time-consuming first phase, there's also a second phase to make the boss even harder. Great. I don't know, this will take a while. I can already kinda get to the third phase, but I don't think it's nearly enough. My guess would be I can deal with this boss in next 20 attempts if nothing goes wrong. But the problem is, do you know how long this... I mean, not any 20 attempts, but 20 successful attempts. Not where I like die in this first phase, I mean. But do you have any idea how long this is gonna take? Will we make 20 attempts by the end of the stream? Nah, probably not. Because one attempt takes like 5 to 10 minutes, usually. So 20 attempts doesn't seem so many, right? Who put that statue in here? Get off, you stupid bird, man! I at least hope that they'll give me something decent after this boss. I wonder though, how they balance bosses. Aren't all bosses supposed to be like on the same difficult level? Well, not the same stats, but you know, like taking approximately the same amount of attempts. By the time like you meet them, alright? Do they not test the bosses, or did they think this is fine? At least make all other bosses hard as well. Why only this takes so long? And Pontiff as well. I don't oh. He has his weapon infused from the very beginning. Yeah, so I don't mean it's bad, but it's weird that some bosses are nothing and some are really hard. This is so fast. Okay, I think I learned some of the timings, not all of them though. This, yeah. From this attack I need to take a roll to the right, because it will actually... No! It'll give me an opportunity to dodge the attack without wireframing it. No, why this is so slow? Oh, you actually reached me. What the hell? There was at least 3 meters between us. What the hell? How did you reach me? I don't understand anything. They want bosses to get gradually harder and harder. I mean, understandable, but it doesn't work like that. It's like a random difficulty. You see Pontiff and then you face Aldrich, who is not even half as hard as Pontiff. You face Abyss Watchers. Well, okay, let's say Abyss Watchers are like one of the lords, right? So that's why they are harder than others. But then you face Yorm, the giant, who is also the lord and is after Abyss Watchers, and his fight is special, has unique things, but is a lot easier. Hey, I can hit 5 times. Come here. No, I almost hit 3 times. If I target, can I do that? No, don't fly up. Don't you dare. Whew. That was barely enough distance. Oh yeah, let's stall a bit more. I don't see it. Great. Also, usually DLC has the hardest boss of the game. Well, yeah, but because they release it after. Pontiff dies in 1 minute if you know how to parry him. What if you don't parry? A lot of people use great swords, like dual wielding. I'm almost sure most people don't use shields at all. So like, then he's hard. Yeah, it's like a trick basically. There is an easier way to beat him, but if not, there isn't. He is hard. But I rolled. No, I made a mistake. Oh, you missed. No, why not rolling? Stop. That's not fair. Okay, I'll drink another one. Oh, I didn't know you have to throw attack there. I can't learn the timing on that attack. It's too long to be fast attack, and it's too short to be... Oh, you extend. It's too short to be... like the attack that gives you enough time to do anything. What is that? How am I supposed to deal with that? Great. I did roll. All I do is basically just receiving hits and well, then heal with asses. Why? This is so dumb. Like, imagine you are always I didn't say it. You're used to the attacks that either take half of the second delay or 1.5 delay. And there's 2 to 3 attacks that are 1 second delay. It's not supposed to be here. It doesn't let you attack in between. It doesn't let you heal in between. It only lets you roll away. But if you roll away, like in first half second, you receive a hit. So you have to wait and then roll, which is, I don't know, which is dumb. I don't understand it. Like, why are you breaking the rhythm of the fight? It is a hard thing, but it's not a good thing to do. How did that hit me? Like, imagine you're playing an FPS game and developers wanted to make it a bit more challenging. But instead of making better AIs, or at least just giving bots better aim, better stats, they made that, well, sometimes your weapon just stops shooting. Because why not? It is a way to make it harder. And it is a thing that can happen in real life as well. But it's not a thing that you'll enjoy while playing the game. And I staggered it. How does that work? You're not dead? What the hell? I'll take another one. This one is slow compared to the one that he has the fast that does the same weights, or so it seems. What the hell? Okay, at least he gives me time to heal if I'm far enough. Well, most of the time he does. I mistimed the first and I get punished twice for that? What? It's so hard because my brain doesn't see the pattern. There is no pattern. He just, like, I mean, there is no pattern in timings. It's just different. He has at least 3 different attacks. Fast, slow-ish, and, like, that you have to wait, like, 2/10 of the second before rolling. Slow attack that you have to wait, like, half of the second, or maybe up to the second even. And yeah, so you cannot understand how to avoid the attacks generally. You have to adapt to every individual attack, which is okay if attacks are slow enough, but they're not. There's... I did press the roll too late. Oh, great. Oh yeah, attack me again. What? Oh god, we are not gonna defeat this boss today. There is no way. This thing is just too dumb. We'll be back, went home after doctor. Okay, see ya then. Hopefully I will defeat this boss by then. Although it's very unlikely. I don't know, as I said, if it's gonna take more than 2 hours, I think I'm just gonna drop it and go fight the last boss. Not gonna lie, I think if there would be no first phase, or at least there was a first phase, but you didn't have to do it every time, so it was like a separate boss and I had to do both of them. Oh yeah, of course, that's exactly how it's supposed to work. I would have been done with the boss by now. Because you see, even so, I am improving the second boss. Oh, I kinda am. Oh. What? This time I rolled and still hit me. Can I stagger you? I guess I can't. Should I start using Amber? I don't have too many to use it each attempt. I have like 10. How did I miss? Here we go. I have 11. I can buy some. Oh, this time you decide not to give me some time. Okay. Here we go. Great. I did roll though. it's so annoying when I roll and it still hits me. Can't even believe that. Why this is so delayed? Okay, at least it's delayed enough to avoid it by rolling twice if you roll in the very first moment. It's possible to roll. Yeah, there is no way to dodge that attack. To dodge the second one if you miss the first. I cannot, I'm so pissed. This is actually the first boss that is like, no, not the first. It's the second one that makes me feel like that. The first one was in the third DLC of Dark Souls 2, which I didn't complete. Which makes me think this is more bearable, but I think eventually I'm gonna drop it anyway. We'll see. I hope I don't have to, but it seems that I do. I just, like... This seems such a big time waste. First of all, it's an optional boss. And it is a boss, so like, it's not like a Vandrick who you don't have to fight. Or an ancient dragon, you know? So it is a boss. But it's optional. So there is no reason actually to fight this. But for completion, which I am doing it for, basically. How did that hit me? I was start... I'm not gonna question anything in this game, just... But how did that hit me? I was... What's wrong with you hitboxes? I was literally below you. How did they manage to attack me? Yeah, just kill me. Great. This is some bullshit. I can't. Is there a way to make it like easier? Do I have anything that can make fight more bearable? Do I have like, I don't know. Fire resistance won't help because most of the attacks are physical. I don't have any attack, any ring that increases physical defense. Should I try fighting this? You know, I never checked it. I'll receive tons of damage, but I'll be invincible for longer. But as I said, the problem is it makes invincibility last longer, but not start sooner. And that's what I need. You know, I need like invincibility that gains a charge once in like 15 seconds and lasts until you get hit, you know? So it can have only one charge, but it's like 3 damage. Free damage avoid once in 15 seconds. It would be enough, probably enough for me. To beat most of the bosses. Okay, that doesn't boost shit. How did that hit me? There is no way. Where is my invincibility? Does it boost it one time in the very first roll? What the heck? Stagger. No, yeah, I missed. The second hit. No. Okay, this time I avoided it somehow. And I again missed. Oh, okay. That's the end of you. Or is it? It is. No, I think actually a ring isn't worth it. It doesn't increase iframes significantly. Unless it does and I just don't see it. You know what? Actually, it might be worth with this boss. Because more often than not, I get hit later. And not like earlier. Because I rolled too soon. No. I don't, like, feel the massive boost in invincibility, though. If it boosts it at most, like, I don't know, 1/10. Like, 10% more iframes. So no, I'm not using that. Anything else? I don't have the ring that will give me fire resistance. Yeah, I don't think anything can help me here. Do I have a better? No, of course I don't. Do I have any consumables except for I have this, I have this. I don't need the stamina recovery speed. Well, sometimes I do find myself in that situation when I... Is that one-time use? Doesn't seem... Wait, how does that work? Can't use it. But it's rarely. I almost never need more stamina. I can always use more, but like... I don't need it. I can gain more damage, but the problem is, can I get these but unlimited amount of those? So I can use like one anytime? Or like only at bosses, or I don't know, something. At least don't lose those when I die. Oh, I have this. Fire absorption. It's also not worth it. I can also upgrade myself, but as I said, there is no reason. I can't gain, like, I can, let's say, upgrade 5 or 10 times, right? 5 to 10. But what will it give me? The best thing that will actually help me is health. But even so, I'll get 20% more max health, but it won't save me. Well, sometimes maybe, but in most cases it's gonna be irrelevant. Great, the third hit landed. I'm dead. But, like, it turned. I cannot control it, I just got unlucky. Great. But I rolled. What? Was I literally in the middle of the roll when it hit me? Or did I not even start rolling? It again turns. Am I supposed to run towards like where head was? Why so far? Sure, take your time, take the whole time you need. Just take it all. But you see, the more I play this boss, the less successful I become, because I cannot stand this. I don't want fight the first phase. Oh, I should have hit another time, but it's fine. Great! 4 flasks left. I think I actually... Did you see that camera movement? I think I actually kinda can beat the boss with 4 flasks. But it... Great! Can you stop? Give me opportunity to attack. Why are you... Half more hour, half of an hour more, and that's it. I really thought that I can, but no, I can't. I don't think actually if I even give it more time, I will succeed. Well, eventually I will, but you see, my consistency is getting lower. Oh god, what's happening? Hey, thank you for the follow, graphic mistake. Thank you. Oh, that's a 50th. You're 50th. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Hello. How are you doing? I'm currently struggling with boss. The second stream in a row. Pretty good, that's great. I'm slowly getting annoyed by this, and I feel like it's not that great. Nameless King, yes! The problem is, I have to, like... I have to fight a hard boss after this phase, which takes forever. And it just pisses me off when I die first 10 seconds. Great. After spending 5 minutes on this. Hey, that was... yeah, I think I do too. I'm gonna spend some time... a bit more trying to beat it, but I think I think in the end I'll just skip it. I can't hit you. Okay, let's take a number, I guess. Sure. But I rolled. Hey, chill, man, chill. I'll end one hit and you end three. You are the boss, not me. I can't dodge that. I did a mistake. It's fine. But no, I can't. Okay, we are officially almost out of S's, and no, there is no way. It hit me like 3 times already. What's wrong? It was like one of the easiest attacks for me to dodge, and now it's hitting me all the time. You should stop doing that. Understandable. The only reason why I pulled this through because the first time I fought him was done with everything else. Oh, well, I don't think that's gonna be how I do, because even if, well, I am kinda done with everything else. The only thing left is to kill the last boss, I think. But it's not gonna stop me from skipping it. I guess I can, I don't know, considering that I'll gonna mold from this boss, get annoyed, get tilted, and still try to fight it. It may take me several hours, and I just feel like it's not gonna worth it. Maybe off stream. How that hits me? I only found a way to avoid it, and it doesn't work. Why? It works so perfectly all the time. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. I might defeat this boss right now, but yeah, probably not gonna happen. Great, finally. Please reach him. Oh, sometimes I wish I target, but if I do, camera get crazy. And that will ruin my life. Like a 50% chance. It happens too late, man. Yeah, I think actually I am supposed to... Don't center the camera, please. Okay. Oh, you extend! Oh, it's fine. I don't get it. Why he attacks non-stop? When my turn? Stop it. This is not how boss fights work, man. I'm supposed to beat you, you know about that? Oh, you missed. Oh yeah, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. If life flasks... I'm here. No, that's too slow. It makes me wonder, am I lacking damage? I have plus 10, and I have my dexterity as soft cap. There is no way I'm lacking damage, right? Can you stop? I may not have the... That was supposed to be the first attack. Why you rushed? What? Oh god. Yeah, I think that's like not the maximum damage I can be dealing with my current level, but it's like average. I may use like some consumables to enchant my weapon. How can I know the weaknesses of the boss though? What if I enchanted with fire and it's immune to fire or resistant to fire? Do I have to? Great. Experiment. Stand up! I also really don't like that. Yeah, just kill me. Think it's weak to lightning? Are you sure? I don't know. Usually bosses that use certain element are not really weak to it. Well, unless... if he's really weak to lightning, that's really not counterintuitive. I did not mean to do that. How I misclicked. Not 100%. I may check it. I don't have... the problem is I don't have... many stuff. Well, I can use like this to check the damage. I don't know the base damage though, so... I have one fire. Only one fire. 2 bleeding. 5 poison. 6, 7. I have 1 dark, 3 dark, and I have 3 magic. I can use some of it. Is there no way back? Great. Dragons' souls tend to be weak to light. I don't... I'm not talking about dragon. I'm more curious about the guy. I'm kind of fine with killing a dragon, unless I get unlucky or just dumb. He's weak to fire and dark. Both phases? I can use dark. I don't have a lot of fire though. I don't want to, I want to use it when my chances to win are the highest. So in this, only when I get to the second phase. Don't know about both. So it's 100% for dragon, right? Well, I think they have the same resistances, or at least they're supposed to. I don't know how dark works though. Is it like additional damage? I'm great. Or it does build up like bleeding or poison? Because I know that fire is additional damage, or kinda is, as well as magic. I think dark damage is additional damage. I'm not sure though. Never used. I don't think I ever used it. It's kind of rare, I think. Human face is weak. Oh, human face. Okay, that's great then. That's the one I need. I'm not fast enough. No, no, no. Oh. I got lucky there. I hesitated to heal for a bit, but didn't get punished. Barely. My death perception is so bad. Okay, and that's the end of you. Dark. It still hit me. Dark. What the hell? Use it? And heal, just in case. Do I do more damage? 250. $270. Thanks for waiting. No, but I rolled. No. Oh, it's fine. Come at me. No. I hesitated to attack. I won't have enough asses probably. What? My enchantment ran out? Oh, barely lost anything. Okay, it gives me like 20% more damage. Which is not bad, but not that great. I got him to third phase though. Used against the stupid Dragon Slayer armor. Oh, I think I beat that boss kinda, not too easy, but without many problem at least. 30% more damage is good, but it's not that significant. So it will save me like 3 attacks in the end. That's a good progress. Yeah, that would be if it was the first time I got there. The problem is I have no idea about third phase. I've been there like 3 or 4 times, and each time I died almost immediately. So I've never seen if there are new attacks. Because if there are and I have to learn them again, oh, there is no way I'm completing this boss. Use the weapon that had fire naturally. Oh. Without? You mean without enchantment, or you enchanted it? Or not infused it with fire? I'm getting hit. I can fuse mine, I think, with fire, but will it give me more damage? Probably not. Because I have a lot of dexterity right now, so the fact that it's infused with sharp gem, I think actually gives me a lot more damage than a fire will. Didn't use it, it's just kinda... Oh, I don't think I've ever seen elemental weapon, at least in this game. But I just never paid enough attention and kinda just sold everything. Oh no, wait, I totally did see a weapon that had magic damage in it, not a fire one though. At least I don't remember it. Okay. 5 flasks, full health. It's a DLC weapon. Oh, so you did DLC before this boss? I unfortunately don't have DLC, so... Great. No, that was the slowest one. My mind cannot comprehend that. Like, if I go with my fastest reaction time, I end up getting hit by slow attacks. if I go slower, this happens and I get hit by fast attacks. I'm physically unable to change my pace according to attacks. At least now. Yeah, I only found out yesterday that I don't have DLC. I would like to buy it, but the thing is, it's kind of impossible right now to put money on Steam. So I literally cannot. People told me that DLC is great. Or both DLCs, rather. That's what I'm saying, that is. I literally cannot buy anything last, like, 2 months. It's so dumb. So, there is kinda a way to make it work, but me and my friend tried it and it didn't, so I don't know. We just gave up. And the thing is, nobody can gift us games either because of like different regions, you know? So I literally sit here, unable to spend my money. It's not that big of a deal. I found my way out of it. Like, I played the whole Dark Souls trilogy through family sharing. I couldn't buy it, but my friend did have it. So, like, this is from his library, basically. Oh, that hit me. Okay. No. No. Why it punishes me each time I mistime it? Even if I, like, literally roll when there is no attack, it just still punishes me, that next one. I'll give it, like, 3 more tries, and if not, I'll just move on. Your friend found a way around the gifting. But how? I think Steam literally does not allow you to buy anything for people who are not in the same region as you. Both Steam keys? Oh, I guess if you find a website that sells it, yeah. But the funny thing is, cards don't work either. Like, I cannot buy anything online with cards as well. It's kind of a tricky situation, to be honest. I find myself in. Also, like, NFC doesn't work. I have to bring everywhere my, like, physical card. I just hate it. I hate what caused it, and I hate the consequences. But alas, can't do much about it. Okay, can you not hit me anymore, please? No, that... No, don't kill me, don't kill me. No, don't, please don't. No, it's not far enough. I still don't understand how to make it not turn, so I have enough time to run away. Because it seemed like... Well, I couldn't get past the dragon for a few first seconds. But not even seconds, just a few milliseconds. Okay. No, that's the... I don't recognize the attack. You know what actually might have helped me? If I upgraded my flasks a bit more. I have no idea where to look for upgrades though. Can you stop attacking? No. Chill, man. What's wrong with you? You don't have to attack non-stop, you know? Oh god. Believe how the gift thing works is if you gift someone something where the person given the gift would be paying 30% more than you, then it doesn't let. So you mean if differences are more than 30%, it doesn't let you buy it. And like if prices are around the same, it's possible. I'm stuck. Oh, I see. So you... Well, I guess if I find somebody... Maybe that may work. But it's another problem to find somebody who is from another region. And I can trust. That is definitely better than nothing, I guess. That should not have hit me. Please reach it! This thing is so big and yet I managed to miss 3 hits in a row because it moves its stupid head. I really want to beat this boss, but it's such a big time waste. Oh no. I think it did turn this time. So I need to run towards the head. Great. No, I don't see anything. Oh, that's not fast enough. I don't get it. Well, I did not recognize the start of the attack though this time. I think sometimes I roll so early and still manage to iframe. Which is good, but the main problem is when I roll too late. Is there like, I don't know, a ring that may predict my intentions and give me more iframes in the beginning and not in the end? I cannot do that. Great. I think this boss should deal less damage. I'm wearing not like heaviest armor, but it is kinda heavy. And it still deals like half of my HP damage. This is most attacks. Some deal like this, 1/3. No. Stop! Actually, probably shouldn't have used Amber. It's not like I'm defeating him this time. Second phase? Not yet? Oh, that was totally my bad. No! His combos are so unpredictable as well. It's such a shame that I can't just fight the second phase. It's not bad. I would love to fight it. And I would probably... Even if it took me longer, I would just keep doing that. But the dragon part irritates me too much. This is the last attempt. May I have to leave? Oh, don't worry. See ya then. Have a great day. Phone is near and death. Oh. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, see ya. Okay. Not enough strong. Legend 3 hits and then 5. Look! Just 2 attacks and it's already 2 combos, I mean, and it's already half the health. Why can it be like this every time? If first phase took a minute each time, I wouldn't be against fighting this boss. Oh god, I thought you're breathing fire. Yeah, that's my bad. Come at me. Oh, my stamina. I'm really greedy. I should restore my stamina. But I didn't get punished for that. I'll try to think less and just rely on my mechanical memory. My muscle memory. This is the best shot because when I do that, I just go all in for my already acquired knowledge instead of going like learning mode and going to battle 1. Oh god. No, I'm dead. This is the problem. It kills you too easily. I think if it had like half of that amount of HP or half of that attack, it would be more bearable. So yeah, as I said, I'm just gonna leave this boss here and let's go to where? This? I think this is the one. I just don't know how long this boss will take. But we'll see. As I said, I unfortunately don't have a lot of time today, so gotta rush. I like how it looks though. It's such a weird this line. Is that the last boss? I think it is. It's such a weird place though for a fight. Is it the last boss? Soul of Cinder? Kinda looks like Gwyn. Less great though. Is that a second phase? That probably is. There are so many obstacles here. This boss is totally more intuitive. Oh god, no. What is that? Poison mist? Are you resistant to poison? Oh, I need to roll twice? Is it even possible? It doesn't deal a lot of damage though, so it's not that threatening, basically. I don't think I can roll twice there. Oh, if I roll left, it works. Does have jumping attack? Will you heal? Did you? Well, did he heal? That's not fair. I'm the only one here who should be able to heal. You have a spear? What? Can I make my scythe longer as well? Let him go. Can he heal infinite amount of times, or it's like one time thing? What he uses in the beginning of the second phase. Why am I fighting Soul and Cinder? What is Soul of Cinder? It's like the essence of flame or something? But why is it fighting me? Well, I guess it kinda makes sense since I chose to destroy the world. But the thing is, he's not supposed to know about it. Okay, I don't think this thing actually has a lot of combos. Most of it are just single hits or double hits. You can... what? That was... wait, what? Why are you a mage all of a sudden? You cast two at the same time. What's going on? Oh, you don't cast those, they come here. So it's like a buff. I don't know how to fight it though. Is this thing like essence of chosen undeads or something? Why it has so many powers? It has different weapons, it has magic. Okay, this fight is harder than it seemed at the beginning. I love it though. The fact that it's not as punishing is totally good. So yeah, look, it changes weapons. I thought it like infuses the weapon or makes it bigger, but no, it changes. This is curved sword. The first one was a straight one, I think. And attack patterns are also different. Wow. It's not like a second phase. I think he just changes it throughout the fight. Did he heal? I don't know how to beat this though. And again, straight sword. I think this boss is a lot easier with magic. This AFK is a lot in like this when you are not too near. It doesn't have any like jumping or dash attacks. At least I didn't see any. Yeah, I think actually straight sword is one of the easiest. He's a big threat in the melee though, especially with curved sword. But unless there is a second phase, I think I can beat him. Doesn't mean if there is a second phase I can't. I'm just not sure. Well, I have to beat this boss. It's not optional, it's the end of the game. Come here, come at me. What? What is that? He like cancelled first attack and did another one. Oh, is that a combo? So you like dash forward with this? And then you do turn attack? Oh no! You only do turn if you miss. Or maybe it's like a chance to extend the combo. That's a completely different attack though. Do I just wait till he changes the sword? I don't think I can fight this safely in melee. Can I do this as well? Is it like a hex or something? Hey look, it's pretty easy to keep the distance. Oh, he healed. Did he heal? I don't keep track of his health bar all the time. I also think his spear is really dangerous. I'm not sure if what I'm doing is correct or a valid strategy. Oh, the first dash attack. But it should work. I think if I get far enough, it will change the weapon. Will it? Like this? No? I don't get it though. How Spear covers so much AoE? You know, Spear only usually does like this thrusting attack. Okay, are you healing? I didn't see the healing, but I think HP, he got some HP back. Is magic a threat in melee? Kinda is. Not a big threat though. Oh, not this thing. Do I just stop it or something? How am I supposed to deal with this? Well, I can just roll away, I guess. Keep rolling and it will work. No! Oh, I didn't react fast enough. Can I go back to straight sword, please? Oh, well, that would be... No, no! I forgot that I can't... that I can't... dodge. I wanted to use Amber. This is cool though. This is so cool. How do I deal with it? The only thing that is not that great that it's a bit luck dependent. So basically if you get lucky enough, the boss is piece of cake. If he changes like to magic and then back to straight sword, It's enough probably to defeat him. Oh, that just hit me. Does it bleed? I don't think it does. Do you even have blood? Oh, not the homing stuff. Why are you not attacking me? The last one. Yes, yes, I can interrupt it. Okay, that's a crucial info. Not only I can just interrupt it, it also stuns him if I... No, it launches me. Okay, so it has half health. If it heals, I'll pay attention. I don't know how, but somehow I managed to dodge it sometimes with just one roll. Oh, I don't have enough stamina. Okay, it healed, but I got the damage back. No, not the curved sword. Oh, it's the worst. But I cannot interrupt his heal. Or all of his spells, you know? I guess it would be too strong if I could. I'm running low on Estus. I think I need to wait for him to change this. I cannot fight curved sword and melee. Okay, that's better. A straight sword. Oh, the combo. Okay, I'll leave Amber for an emergency. Okay, I can fight the spear. I can't. Spear doesn't deal that much damage though. Oh, you're so dead, man. You're not dead. There is a second phase. Oh, but oh, that's what I was talking about. It's so misleading. I thought he's dead. Oh, are you a Manus or something? You know that we are still playing Souls-like game, not fighting. I'm dead. Okay, I'm kind of glad that he wasn't so easy. And I think he doesn't change his weapon in second phase, so he's less luck dependent. But I wasted an Ember because I didn't know that there is a second phase. Oh boy, that might take a long time. But why? Can you just put all his health in one bar and just make... It's so misleading. Should I start using thing that recovers my stamina faster? Why it's so long? You have attack. You have a combo of 3 attacks? What the hell? Actually, I noticed that I started rolling to the right again, rather than to the left. Not sure when again that happened. But... oh god. That's probably not the best thing. I don't think it heals actually. I'm pretty sure it just boosts its damage. Do I just run? Yeah, I have a Ring of Regeneration, he doesn't. Oh god, I thought I can just outrun it. I need to have at least half of my flasks by the start of the second phase. Oh no! Why? Why didn't it interrupt it? What? I hit it twice! That hit me. At least this weapon doesn't deal as much damage. No! Why do you cast miracles? You're not a mage. Why I framed that? No, stop spamming. Straight sword? No, you're a mage again, okay. Oh? I was so sure you're going to use greatsword. Magic greatsword. It doesn't have any melee attacks, right? If stuff. It only uses magic. Okay, that's totally worth it. No, not the curved sword. Do I use Amber? To get better chances to get the second phase and learn it? What is that, actually? Where are we? What? Is that a tree? Is that some kind of plant? Stop! Why are you so persistent? Man, stop chasing me. Go change your weapon. I'm not gonna fight you while you have this. You need to understand that. Oh, of course, you buffed right before. Oh, so I can run away from it. No, I missed. Oh, it's good enough. Okay. How like 2 flasks? I think he's using kind of this. I mean, no, don't kill me. Of course you did. Not completely the same attacks. Oh wait, does it use everything at the same time? So like, he just used Miracle with a straight sword. Well, he did use Miracle with Spear as well, but is that his thing in the second phase, so he doesn't need to change weapons and he can use anything? Well, that's not bad, as long as he doesn't use curved sword attacks. I think I'm gonna consume boss souls after this fight, after this try, I mean, and upgrade my health. I feel like having more HP might actually matter in the second phase here. And I don't feel like I need more stamina. Oh god. No, not this. Oh, should I just... I don't get it, how to deal with that attack. I need to learn Curved Sword though, because if I don't, I'll have to depend on luck. I don't get it. It always hits me the second hit. There is no way I'm fighting Curved Sword. I used... No, don't kill me! Oh, you didn't. No, you did, of course. That boss is a lot better than the Nameless King, but still shares the same problem. There's a second phase that is right after the first one, which is completely different. Or at least so it seems. He uses what it looks the same attacks, but not only those are different combos, they also have slightly different timings. Can I like use? I think I have to choose one by one. Of course, sure. Whatever, game. Whatever you say. Dire time has come. We need to use our every resource to upgrade and to fight to face. You know, actually, I might not be able to finish the game today. It would be interesting. Yes. 30,000, great. Yeah, I didn't expect all of it to give me a lot, because some of these are souls from early in the game. So I think I'll have like 200,000 by the end of it, which is not that many. It's like 5 to 6 levels, I think. It escalates really quickly now. Why you attack each time? I'm just pressing left click to choose it. Like, look, one click, use, and he just attacks. A little bit more than 200,000, maybe 250,000, because yeah, these later souls, they are from later bosses. This is from Yorm. 20,000. Yeah, I think will this be enough for 10 levels now? Probably not, like 7, 8. Twin Princess. Oh, the Lothric. This should give me at least 30,000. No, 20. Okay. Yes.
Very well, then take it.
So I cannot hit 7 levels, yeah, as I said. Look, it costs 1,000 more each level. And 7 levels, oh, is it already soft cap? I'm not sure. What if I have full gold dexterity? It'll give me, yeah, 10 more damage. Great. Sure, let's just go for more HP. To have a lot of HP without need for Amber. The only reason I have more level than in Dark Souls 1, probably because, well, I consumed both souls in this one and I didn't do so in Dark Souls 1. So now I have higher level. But I'm so glad that last boss isn't like Gwyn difficult level, you know? Gwyn wasn't bad, but he was too easy, not gonna lie. Okay, hello, here I am. No. Oh, you missed. I I don't understand. Hitboxes are really weird in this. I've never seen such happening in previous games. Like, but it happens a lot in Dark Souls 3. A lot more than expected. Do I just stun you randomly while you're in this state? Oh, how exactly that works? Oh, straight sword back. Oh, that's 2-hit combo. Oh, 3-hit combo rather. No, I wasted my asses. Another asses. But look, as I said, if you get lucky and you don't be dumb like me, straight sword, magic, and back to straight sword is almost enough to kill him. I did waste 2 flasks though. Oh, okay, I can't fight it again, I think. Stop, please stop. Oh, don't make me lose more flasks. There is second phase to fight. Stop! Give me enough time to heal. Oh, I hate it. No! What the hell? That was going so good. Why? How you killed me? There is no way. Each time just hit me. Oh, each attack just landed. Did I? How did I mistime everything? I think I was just trying to be hasty. But it happens when you... this is also the downside. I don't know. Phases are interesting, but... like, I don't know. This guy is tough. It is the last boss of the game, though. High wire spot. Expected to be tough, I'd say. I want to fight the second phase, so I do a lot of mistakes because I am rushing it. And I can't. Oh, great. All about time. Yeah, in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 it wasn't quite like that. Yeah. Phases are interesting, but as I said before, for phases to be like viable thing, interesting and not annoying, second phase should be either close and very similar to the first phase. They just, I don't know, be faster, deal more damage, 1 or 2 new attacks. Or first phase to be really easy, so it doesn't take time at all once you learn it. But first phase is tough here. Well, yeah, sooner or later I will get used to it and not make such mistakes. Great. But for now, I cannot. And the thing is, I know that even if I get through first phase, I will die. There is no way I'm first try. Oh, like not first, but going through second phase that fast. So I don't know how to feel about it. I guess it's fine when it's final boss, but when it's Nameless King, nah. No, but I rolled. Stop. Look, I'm rushing. Okay, okay, I'll calm down. I will calm down. I won't. What's going on? Oh? What happened? I was so sure I avoided that. Okay, sure, just kill me. I still don't understand how do I stun this guy. Great. Because sometimes, like, last time I managed to stun him 2 or even 3 times in a row, and I did not understand how that happened. Maybe if I hit the exact timing when he just starts casting the spell and I land the hit, maybe that way he'll die. But I'm not sure. I would like to have a faster weapon though in this fight. I feel like my scythe is a bit slow than I would like it to be. I can't use every opportunity for attack. 3 attacks? It also moves differently from when I first fought it. That's so much better. I mean, the first phase. It was easier. But, as I said, it's okay to be easy if there is a hard second phase. And it's not okay to be hard if there is a hard second phase. Come at me! I rolled! I don't know, spear and curved sword seem to be significantly harder than straight sword and magic. Oh, of course. Maybe just for me. Stop! Can you use other attacks? Can you use other weapon? Yeah, and heal. No, there is no way I'm fighting this. I don't know, how am I supposed to fight this in melee? Is that like the thing that I just have to either take damage or wait to change weapon? It's impossible to fight curved sword. It has few attacks that's impossible to avoid. Well, one attack. The spinning one. It's impossible to get out of its range, or so it seems. And even if you iframe the first attack, the second will just reach you no matter what. No. Oh, and now he deals more damage. And change... No? I would like buffs to not last. Because now he'll obliterate me with that buff. Of course he will. The third attack, you had only one free attack combo, and that's not it. Okay. I died. You're home, hello. How favorite boss going? Well, I found out that there is a second phase, and now he's not letting me go there. No, but really, boss again changed. There is no way there is no adaptive learning. I do not believe it. It's impossible to every boss feel different after, I don't know, like first 5-10 attempts. It can't be. Not every boss. I may be mistaken from time to time, but not everywhere. No, and the third one, of course, I couldn't roll. Great. He moves different. First 5 attempts, and I did last sometime. He never used 3 attack combo, and now he's using them non-stop. I don't understand. How do I stun him? Oh, great. Second phase is literally green. Is it? Well, I usually die first 5 seconds, so I couldn't really see it. It does more damage than green, though. Kill him once, can kill him again. It's not a Gwyn though. I killed Gwyn by face tanking him. I can't face tank this guy. He has a lot more health. Oh, finally. You buffed yourself though. Why are you using miracles with spear? That's not how spears work. Spear is no catalyst. I don't like the hitbox of the spear though. It's so weird. Sometimes it hits you when it clearly isn't supposed to. Oh great. Time to run again. There is no way I'm fighting Curved Sword. Is there a tactic to fight this weapon? Not only it's harder, it also has unavoidable attacks. Change the weapon! How did the Nameless King go? Well, I think I lowered him to 30% a few times and I just decided not to continue. I don't want to fight him anymore. Oh, finally. Like, it doesn't entertain me. It is not interesting boss. And it takes too much time. Oh, I will die here. No, I won't. No. How did that hit me? Like, look. It clearly is not supposed to. It didn't even reach me. How it... Oh... Spike is... MS... Like, I can't do that. I can't just run while he has... Spear and Curved Sword. I don't want to do this, but... It seems to be like the optimal strategy for me. I can't, like, it consumes too much resources of mine. So do I fight just magic and straight sword? Straight sword is the best one though. Stop! You never did that. Stop. Can I disable luring? What is this buff, by the way? is it an actual spell that can just spawn these orbs? Are you gonna shoot me or something? Oh look, I stunned him. Great. Oh well. If I can at least attempt fighting a spear, fighting curved sword is just a lose. It's not an exchange of hits, it's just purely taking them. No man, unless you change your weapon, this is how the fight will go. Finally, to what? To spear. Great. How did you attack the spear by me? Okay, you know what? Fine. No, take your time. Take all the time you need. It's fine. I can wait. I can run. You know, I never told you, but I actually really love running. Change the weapon! Finally! What's going on? No, I don't think there is a timing when I can interrupt the spell. I tested it. Didn't work. Didn't work this time as well. Okay, fine. What's happening? Sure. That's not good though. I don't have enough asses to use this strategy. It also takes a lot of time, just running away. No, how did you... I was rolling. I at least need to see the second phase, so there is no way I'm dying to you. Come on, man! Change! What are you waiting for? Yeah, heal. Of course, sure. You can heal full HP, you know, as well, while we're here. I thought he's casting orbs. How do I stun him? Like this? I think I can only interrupt certain attacks, but no. Oh, maybe it was all because he just decided to spam the certain attack, and that's why I managed to stun him several times in a row. Do you know what the God run is? No. How did you manage to... I'm out of amber. Change the weapon! This attack, how do I fight at it? Yeah, now change after getting a buff. Oh, sure. Whatever you say. Every Souls game back to back in hitless and level 1. Without failing, you mean? Or just do that? Like, what happens if you get hit? Start all over? That's too crazy. Back to back, no save on anything, start over? People did that. People are crazy. Somebody has excessive amount of time. No free time. Speedruns are already pointless. Oh, of course, sure. Mostly pointless. But people do that. But this... It's insane, it took way too long. Yes. I can see that. Man, can you... like... Can you do what I want? Is that a straight sword? No, it's... Oh, it is, okay. I should not attack first. This is not Gwyn, you know? I don't remember Gwyn having that attack. It's more like a Manus. How did that... I don't remember these attacks. I don't get it. For now, my... Well, unless I... Where am I going? I was... trying to check something. Give me a second. Unless I just try to get lucky and get normal weapons instead of fighting bullshit ones, I'll have to spend a lot of time here. I think I won't be able to complete the game today then. Yeah, just kill me, man. It started way too bad. I do remember the music. The same grab is not the same attack set though. And he barely used the grab, and now he uses it way too many times. And Gwyn's grab was really easy to avoid. This one grabs you in the middle of the roll. For some reason. Two hard phases make any boss worse. I see no reason to add that. Just make two separate bosses, one after another, with a bonfire in between. Great. Sure, let's just try to attack it. I don't know, maybe I'll find a way. This? Just roll forward? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's completely different timings. No, I don't get it. How to avoid that attack. I don't know. Something's completely wrong. What's the difference between casting these orbs and casting an arrow? It starts the same. Well, I guess he doesn't cast orbs when they are already here. But other than that... maybe fighting him all the time is better. Stop! Give me... when is my turn to attack? What's wrong with you? Oh, of course it hit me. But I ran into it after explosion. I'm sure that's like okay. This attack I remember. Yeah. I don't get it. I'm so disappointed that they're ruining great bosses. And whereas Nameless King is complete garbage in first phase, this boss is actually pretty good in first phase. If it's like a separate boss. And in the second one, probably. I'm not sure yet. I barely have time to experience the second phase. Maybe just my opinion, maybe people actually enjoy doing the same stuff over and over again. Like, it feels like they basically say that before learning second part, you must 100% the first. And I don't want to do that. It's like parts of one boss. Why can't I learn them simultaneously? Why do I have to perfect the first phase first and then only get a chance to start learning second? Well, not 100%, but you know, you need to get through first phase consistently. Oh god. I should have, if I knew, I would have just tried this boss from the very beginning. Nameless King does not deserve it. This is at least mandatory boss. I think Fume Knight is basically what I want to see from several phase boss. His second phase is different from the first one, but at least first they share the same health bar, so your mind isn't confused. Second, his second phase is similar to first one. He deals more damage. His attacks has bigger range. He gains, I think, like 2 more attacks, but overall you don't need to learn it from scratch. It is still the same boss. Okay, so I can interrupt, kinda. I don't get how to fight this weapon. Do I just face tank it? Well, not all the time, but when I have to. And try to deal damage in the meanwhile. But I like land one hit per Estus Flask. Great. I don't get it. This attack is also pretty weird. But somehow I manage to dodge it. Not this time though. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, that was lucky. Please don't hit me. I'm out of your range. Great. What was that? Gwyn didn't kick me? Why are you kicking me? I'm out of stamina. No, 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 no. Oh, second attack doesn't launch me. I have to use Ember while I can. Did we also use lightnings? I don't remember. How did I miss? I think actually his second phase has less HP than the first one. I'm so out of stamina. No, no, no. No, second one launched me. No, 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 don't kill me. I'm alive, I'm alive. Oh, I'm so dead. Do I have anything to heal? Oh, I'm alive. Why? No, no, no! Stop! 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 Give me. Oh, okay. There is no way. No, 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 don't you. You have no health. You can't do that. You are dead. You. That doesn't work like that. It would be such great victory. Why you have to ruin everything? 0 health. I don't see any red in your health bar. How are you still alive? Man, this guy. I don't regret choosing destroying the world after this. There is nothing else to save. World is doomed when people like this exist. Do I stagger him if I deal enough damage, like, in short period of time? Is that how it works? And it more often happened in magic because, well, magic is the easiest to deal damage to. Oh, I hate this weapon. Stop. What happened? You saw that? He parried me! I'm here for past hour! You never parried me! When did you learn how to parry? Look! There is no way this thing isn't learning. You can't just use new attack after hour. On the bright side, I at least don't have to run to this guy. Well, I have, but not for too long. Great. Stop, stop, stop! I don't like that some of his attacks launch me in the air. There is no way I actually defeat him today. Because, look, I'm playing so aggressive since I'm so mad at how he actually defeated me. He literally cheated. He had no health left, and yet he didn't die. Yeah, and killed me. Oh. I'm also mad that I used Divine Blessing there. I used Amber, I used Divine Blessing, it was so good. It wasn't the perfect run, but it was going so good. I managed to use everything I could, and yet... Okay, to calm down, to rely on my mechanical man. I don't think I need to learn this guy anymore. No, but I rolled. Oh, he bleed. What the hell? I thought he's not a human. Is that a human? I still don't get it, how to deal with this. But I can't go back and learning more. Oh, here you go. Oh, grab, okay. Please don't parry me. Stop. No. Get down the hill. Is that all? Battle mode exists. It does. Okay, I take my words back. His second phase is not bad. It is like 70% the same attacks as straight sword mode in the first game. Link the First Flame. Okay, give me a second. I had... Will the different thing happen when I link the flame, or I need to talk to Firekeeper now? I have a lot of souls. GG indeed. Oh, that was a tough fight. But apparently, when you are playing more aggressive,
thou wishest yet for a world without fire. For an end, then call upon me. I am a firekeeper. Thou'st give.
okay. First of all, please, let's just. Okay, maybe not. What's Dark Sigil? Still don't understand that.
Mayst thou,
Wait, do I need to talk to you?
Ashen One,
If then vow appears upon the first flame, I did, then thou wishest for a world and without fire, yes.
I am a firekeeper. Given me eyes.
Do I just go there?
Ashen One, the eyes show a world, but 'tis different to what is in the far distance, like precious embers. Could this be what draws me to this strange land?
I don't know.
Kill me.
No.
Mayst thou thy peace discover.
Kill me. No, there's no way. Do you have... Oh, you have this. Interesting. And his greatsword. Oh. He's kind of full power green. He is the soul of every lore, including green. At Dark Souls 1, Green lost his... Oh. Well, yeah, I see that. He's like soul of Cinder, so I kind of guessed. Full power green. So... So basically, the player of the first Dark Souls is also in that Soul of Cinder. I just want 40 vigor. Just why not? So I just go there and interact with fire and she'll come, right? He's one of the favorite boss. I'm not sure though. I mean, he actually, when I did this, when I focused on the battle more and when I actually saw his patterns, he is not bad. I'm not sure. He seems like a Fume Knight. He is great, but like on the same level, not better. But still good. Fume Knight is legendary though. It is good, but it misleads a lot. But it's about the same, I'd say. It's still great. Link the first. No, don't link it. I call the. How do I? What do I do? What is this? Last time there was like a castle around it. Is that not the same? Oh, I see. Hello. Yes, extinguish the fire. Kill everything. Nothing. Just you. Okay, you actually can kill nothing, but the Nameless King. Him will be enough. But if you kill the whole world together with him, it's fine. Fine by me. I didn't see the summon sign. Good thing I didn't decide to link. What would happen if I link the fire? Just the usual ending? Part of the lore of Dark Souls is that the cycle of fire always repeats. Yeah, I know that. You'll also be a part of the soul. Will I? I worked for this ending. I'm not skipping it. I'm taking this. So, but what if I become like one of these and become part of Soul of Cinder?
The first flame quickly fades.
Will, like, next
Darkness will shortly settle.
lords have to fight me as well? Like this soul, I mean, every time. But why? Is it like a natural power that tries to prevent?
One day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass.
Is the logic of Dark Souls world? I see. So what? I extinguish the flame and put... Oh. Hello. Oh. Why they gave me control?
Hearest thou my voice still?
Yeah. So like, we put all the world in darkness? Oh, that's so loud. Why are you so loud? Okay, that's better. we put the world in darkness, but Firekeeper said that one day, like, the flame will appear, ambers left by lords of past, so it's like temporary thing, right? What happened? I thought we are like ending the cycle completely, killing the whole world and making it to go like the whole cycle of life from the very beginning, as we could have done in the first Dark Souls. Is it not? This? Once there was no fire, then fire began to exist. From that power lords were created, then the fire started to fade. You can choose Link or put it away, either extending the duration or making it end early. Oh, was she talking about new life? Oh, okay, that makes sense then. These are two normal endings, Link the fire or extinguish the fire. If you want, I can tell you the other two. This is why it's I made it quieter. Why it's still it becomes louder and louder each time. How that is normal ending? I literally needed to find ice to get this ending. Did I not need that? Did I get ice for something else? But yeah, sure, I would love to hear other endings. Yes, I want to keep it open in case they want to make Dark Souls 4. Maybe, but like they made it pretty obvious in the first Dark Souls that the world will die, and yeah, they just made the next part as if other ending never existed. You can't really do like different endings and then not choose one of them for beginning, you know, of the next game. Sound was fine. Was it? It showed me on a mixer that it's louder. To get the lore bits? Oh, not today. I really don't have time anymore. I mean, you can send it in Discord and I'll watch it when I have free time. I don't feel like watching lore videos on stream. I don't know. I mean, if you want me to, like, I don't know, comment, react or something, I may, but I'm not sure. Is it really interesting sitting here, like, watching together with me? Oh, 30 minutes of that. World does die, but then the cycle starts. Yeah, that's what I came out to, that I realized. Ending 2 and 3 only appear if you have done certain quests. Yeah, somebody told me that I have to meet certain NPC to get other ending, but he was talking only about one. I don't know what though. It's fine, just meant so. Oh yeah, you can just send it in Discord. I will probably watch it one day. It will happen, probably. So, but what are two other endings? And like finding hidden ice and getting this ending isn't a secret ending, and it's, or I'm almost sure I needed ice to make her extinguish for flame, right? Or ice was for something else and I just didn't use it. Third ending is to usurp the fire for your own purposes. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, I would have done that, probably. And in the world is good enough though. Especially since that firekeeper still is near us and talks to us. Yeah, I see no downsides. And we also killed Nameless King. So I de facto defeated him, alright? I actually defeated all the bosses in Dark Souls world just now with this ending. So you can't say that I never seen or never defeated the boss. You would have got a second summon sign, and if you choose that sign, you get the third ending. Oh, I see. The fourth ending is if you summon and kill the Firekeeper. Oh? But how do you... And why? How do you kill her? To get ice? Or will she not resurrect and like Firekeeper chain will stop if you kill her? And what happened if you do that? Send both shorten. Oh, thank you. Oh, watching 2 hours long though. It's always so hard for me. I just can't watch videos partially. I should try to do it. There's a small window of time before the cutscene when you can hit her. Yeah, I saw it, but why? And what happens? I mean, lore-wise, what happens, and what happens in the ending when you kill the Firekeeper? Do you want a video of endings? I think I can find it myself. So no need. Journey 2 can be initiated from the shrine bonfire if you don't wish to begin now. Yeah, no. What happens now? Did I just get back to... Okay, game is... Can I see other endings right now? Can just listen to the read? I guess. I don't have to fight the boss again, right? The world still exists, so I think... Is it just so I, like, can watch other and or just finish whatever I didn't? I'm not fighting Nameless King, though. It's like a Dark Souls, you can choose to New Game Plus or finish all that stuff. Oh, yeah. Did that. Oh, so it's like... Okay, so the ending is achieved. I cannot do anything anymore. So I did Extinguish the Flame. I guess the ending was just like fast forward, or like why there is no primal bonfire anymore, right? But world is still not in darkness. It will take some time, or it's just a game thing. I want to talk to Firekeeper though. Hello.
Ashen One, if when thou peerest upon thou wishest yet for a world without fire, for an end to the linking of the fire, then call upon me. I am a Firekeeper. Thou hast given me eyes.
I still don't understand how. Okay, you know what I need to do to find ice, right? Like, let me show you. It's here. How that's not a secret ending? That I don't understand. You call it normal ending. There is no way. I could have completely missed it, and I think a lot of people did miss it. And it's not like in first game when you can just go away. And it's always a choice, but just not obvious. It's like not a choice. You have to make some preparation for it. Man, I just killed the life itself. You are no threat to me. was here. This. There was a wall here, the fake wall, which I attacked for fun, and here is a firekeeper with eyes, whose eyes I took. And you know what? Why? It's... Stop. Why it's like secret-ish? I really don't know. Oh, that's not the right one. I really don't know how I found it. It's just by chance. Kinda easy, but not a harder one to get. I guess? But it's still a lot harder than usual. Look, this is the same wall. And it's a solid wall. There is nothing behind it. Well, maybe there is, but like... you can't get there. So there is no way to know that's actually a fake wall. So it is a secret agent for me. Did I ever climb on top of the Firelink Shrine? How high are we talking? I did climb something. I don't think the Firelink Shrine though. It's not the right way. I did climb only the tower, I think, which is near. Oh, also there is still something. Like, yeah, this. I have no idea how to get there. I mean, I don't need to. Oh, I think I know, actually. Do I just go here and jump? But... oh, wait! Was it always here? Did I never climb this tower? I found something here, I think. Oh, I found the corpse of another firekeeper. But where I found it? Why this leads to... I'm unsure. Where am I? And run up the tree trunk and jump on there. Which tree? Not sure. Where this is? Oh wait, I think I was here. Yeah, like gate is opened. Okay, that's my bad then. No, that's where Firekeeper corpse was. Yeah, I did not miss it. Yeah, here it is, right? Oh, there is a bell. Can I ring it? At the bottom where I entered the oh. Okay, let me... let's just jump down. Probably faster than teleporting. Straight going back down. Run up the tree trunk and jump on there. I'll try. But overall, like, my thoughts on Dark Souls 3, it's definitely better on a lot of aspects than Dark Souls 1 and 2. Totally a lot more enjoyable to play. They did remove a lot of stuff that was annoying for no reason. And what's more important? Oh, I know you. They didn't add anything worse.
You're alive.
They...
Now, hold your horses. I'll come clean.
I don't remember seeing him in this game though.
One bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and
They added several phases, but more often than... yeah, sure. You sell something? Oh, you sell something. Nothing important though. How do I... like this? What do I do with this? I think I didn't find so much stuff. Okay. Around this trunk and jump? But like this? Oh, okay. It's another button. Like this? Oh, that was almost it. Oh, do I need to run up even further? No, I don't think it's possible. You just kind of fall. Oh, got it. Yay, bone. Totally worth it. Is there something else? Vajus is kind of a self-insert character that's even at Elden Ring. Yeah, I know, he's like a mascot of a kind. But wait, and what now? Oh, do I go here? Oh, I hear it. Tingly denied. Great. What exactly am I? Okay, get all the way back. And that's it? The homeward bones and we threw down the game, yes. What else? I think I can go even further up. Or I can jump down from the bridge probably. Can I survive the jump though? I don't understand what this is though. Like, this path is closed and I have no idea how to open it. It's probably nothing important though. There's an entrance to the shrine. There is? Where? I don't see it. Was it before? I hear somebody. Oh! Oh god, I almost fell. That's cool, but it's like...
You,
Who's talking?
me, pickle pea. Me.
It's like for people who like... So I honestly, I tried to come here, but I didn't succeed. And I gave up. Oh, shard! That's exactly what I needed. Who was talking to me? Where are you? Yes, me.
You,
Okay, it's the same dialogue.
me.
I do not get it though. There's probably so many things to explore. Like secret stuff, which is not that important, but cool to find.
Me.
You can also drop to a treasure. Drop where? It's an invisible bird. It is an invisible bird? I'm not gonna do it, but can I kill it? It was also in Dark Souls 1. If you leave certain items there... I can just say it. It's the same dialogue, but it sounds different. We're excited. There's certain items there and reload, they change to something else. Oh! I would have never think of that. Or maybe it says something. I stay here long enough. No? It's fine. It's cool that it's here. I guess it is a secret stuff, so you're not supposed to easily find it. So it's fine. Yeah, I'm not really gonna explore anything right now. I don't have time and I don't have will to do so. So I think I'm just gonna end here. See where you can drop? You mean just drop items there? What? Is there something interesting I can get there? I don't want to. Essence is really useful. It is. I mean, it's not essential, especially in lower levels, but yeah, it's definitely good. Even like right now, I wouldn't mind having that. It is a secret thing, and it's not essential. But you know, if they put not a shard but a bone shard there, it would be a completely different story, and it would give you a bigger boost, a massive boost. Compared like +0 and +1, it's two different flasks. +1 heals twice as much as +0. So yeah, could have been a lot stronger buff. But yeah, I think that's it for today, and that's it for Dark Souls. So since I finished Dark Souls, and I also I didn't choose the new game yet, so I won't be streaming tomorrow, and I will not stream on Saturdays for now. So if you forgot, I was streaming because I skipped, not because I wanted, but because circumstances. Skipped few streams, and that was four of those. I may get it back later on, but for now, yeah, there's just too much stuff to do, and I need another kind of free day. So yeah, as I said before, Dark Souls 3, I liked it a lot more. Fortunately, I don't have DLC, and in main game, including the last boss, I only saw 3 bosses that are good. So Pontiff, Soul Cinder, and the Dragon Rider's armor. Which is, I guess, a lot better than in previous games. Yeah, I can't remember anything else really. just those 3 I remembered really well. But yeah, I'm glad I enjoyed. I'm glad I decided to play these before taking a break from Souls games. And yeah, as I said, I am gonna take... Oh my fraud. I'm gonna take break from Souls-like games because, well, I am tired of it. I am tired of challenging, you know. I may return, and I probably will return one day to games like Sekiro, Elden Ring, once I can buy it, or some of my friends will buy it. To Dark Souls 3, play the DLC, and etc. But not for now. For now, I want to play something more chill. We're doing like story game next, probably, yeah. So nothing like challenge. You know, I want to do some sort of just rest from a gameplay. You know, I'll see what I can play, and yeah. So next time, as I said, I'll be streaming on Monday, like Animal Crossing. No, not that kind. No, not that chill. I mean, I don't know, like a story-heavy game, basically. I want to play something like this. I haven't played it in a while. I was playing last 2 months Dark Souls. I need something opposite, you know? Something to ease my mind and my heart. Stardew Valley time. Should play Stardew Valley. I don't know. Stardew Valley is a bit way too passive for me. I never played more than one season there. So like through, I think it starts on spring, and yeah, I once get to summer, and that's basically it. I don't know. I will think of something. But yes, again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming streams. As I said again, I'll be streaming next time on Monday. You can always check the schedule on the schedule tab or below the stream. And as always, see you guys next time. Bye bye.